This game just knows how to punch me in the fucking heart. Welcome back, one and all, to The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, 2nd chapter. Last time, a dragon attacked Ravenu Village, and Agate got seriously injured in fighting off Lionheart, Louve. And Louve taunted him through the whole thing. I want to visit the grave one last time. Before I clear out. The 6 good souls lost in the fires of war sleep here. Leaf, Abel, Nicole, Vim, Elena, and Mishka. May you rest peacefully by the goddess's side. This game knows, these writers know how to punch you right in the fucking heart. Come then. Let us away to the city before the coming of dusk. Sounds like you kids have had a workout. Still, just think Agate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all of the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder Agate felt the way he did back then. Huh? It was 10 years ago. Practically the day after the war ended, Agate came to the mayor's office. Why? You mean to your house? Yes, he barged in with honestly with murder in his eyes. He came face to face with my father, the mayor at the time. He demanded to know why the mayor of Bose, the man responsible for the entire region, he demanded to know why he abandoned Ravenu. I was just a child at the time, and it got to me when I saw him arguing with father for seemingly no reason. So, I leapt out and slapped him. Oh man. I can see why he doesn't like remembering that, at least. Yes. Though ultimately, father never answered Agate's question. He did say he was going to send financial aid to help repairs. Agate grew even more livid when he heard that. He raised his fist to strike father, but then he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yes. It's always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to think Agate's sister died in the war. I've been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility, too, for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Maybelle. I suppose. How badly is Agate hurt? Don't worry, it's not too bad. He'll end up surely again in 2 or maybe 3 days. Let's be thankful for some small mercies, at least. Yes, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. That reminds me, Maybelle, how is Lila doing? Well, her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't yet come out of her coma. Oh, how disrespectful of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely, refined ladies such as Lila are treasures that ennoble the world simply by existing. I'll tell Lila you said that whenever she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the Guild and the Army truly work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises. But just between you and me and the desk, we'll make it work. This is the Bracer Guild, Bose Branch. Oh, General Sir, we've been waiting. So that's the plan then. I understand. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 a.m. sharp. I'll be sure to tell them. Thank you, sir. What's the word? The army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow using airships. They say they want you on one of those airships as observers. They're going to use airships? Taking the battle to our foe in his elements, then. And with the elite of the Liberalian military. Well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at that dragon. And it might just be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary. I'm up for it. At last, some light at the end of the tunnel. Maybelle? Maybelle, are you alright? It was nothing. You look dizzy enough for a toy top, however. You must be exhausted, but... I know what Estelle just said, Mayor, but don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really, I'm hardly straining myself. During the 100 Days' War, Father did everything he could to protect Bose. One time, he conducted an extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Mayor Maybelle. Oh, Maybelle. Estelle, everyone, please take care of things. Please, dispel the fear that haunts the people of Bose and Ravennew. Leave it to us. Agate! Agate, come on. Are you looking forward to your birthday? I've got a present that I'm sure will make you super duper happy. Something I like, huh? You gonna make something tasty for me? What? No! Why would you think of food when I mentioned a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You really think so? Something that'll last and that I'll treasure. Maybe a hunting knife or something? You just got a hunting knife from the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory, homemade by yours truly. It's, not done yet, though. Hey, an accessory, like what kind of accessory? I'm not a girl, you know. Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Come on, knock it off. Do you really not want it? You've always taken care of me, so I wanted to give you something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but it's really not something you'd like. Just don't make it too cute or flashy, okay? Don't worry. It's simple but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate. I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. I get it, I get it. Now you've got me curious now, so just make it good, okay? I will. Agate? What is it, Mishka? I just want to say thank you so much for always being my big brother. What? A dream, huh? Yeah, this should be good. Mishka? Agate? Oh, thank Adios you're awake. Short stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no... No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed all yet. Come on. Stuff like this ain't no big deal. They'll heal fine even if you ignore them. No! I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you get out of bed until you were better. Hey. No. 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 I get it. I get it already. Phew. She's getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already? Where the heck is everyone? They went back to the city for a while. They made some kind of promise with General Morgan. A promise with Morgan? Ah, I see. So they got Morgan moving, did they? The guild ought to be hearing from the army right about now in that case. Ah, hell, I can't just... Stay here is what I was gonna say, but on the other hand, it is pretty late. We'll get out to Bose tomorrow morning. But, look, I've had a long rest, and I am feeling better. These really are just scratches. They'll heal even if I'm working hard. I'm fine, don't worry. You sure you're not just forcing yourself? Hey, give the veteran bracer a little credit here. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the Society twice. I can't keep putting you in danger either. The point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Trust me a little here. Oh, Agate. I guess you do look a lot better though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limits better than anyone. Bet that's good. What's wrong? I said I'm okay, really. I swear to the goddess I ain't lying. No, that's not it. I'm so relieved. It's just so... Come on, short stuff, calm down. I get it. I'm sorry, Tita. I guess I made you worry pretty bad. After charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight I had no chance of winning. And then on top of all that, I made you do a crazy thing like protect me. You dummy. I was worried when I saw you get hurt and... You're right. I really am a complete idiot. What is it about trails that actually gets me emotional? You feel a bit calmer now? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cry like that. You sure know how to shock a guy, you know that? The whole thing sent shivers down my spine. Way worse than I thought of that silver-haired idiot. Oh yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with the things the village elder left. That's what smelled so good. Right on. Wait, hold on. Why's the kitchen, huh? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are different, but it looks like it did back then. And there's something like this, too. I'm amazed it survived. Alright, I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place burned down 10 years ago. You mean, one of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations. I heard the village elder was usually nutty self and had it rebuilt, but didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together even. I could never bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks, given how much they did. So then, that's when Mishka... Secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind. She thought would look good on me. When we were fleeing for the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. And that's when it was hit. When they finally pulled her out, she was burned pretty bad. Let's put it that way. You know, even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look. It's pretty. Ain't even septium, ain't even valuable, just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found by the river. I've lost count of a number of times I've thought, all for this. It's funny, you know? I can't blame her, or get angry at her for it. I never intended it for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village, though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with. Even when I became a raven in Round. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right? Not at all. No, it's pretty damn pathetic. Long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself. My anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister. But I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception and unable to move on. It's exactly like that bastard said. It's worse, ain't it? I'm just a piece of shit who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most. A goddamned loser Goddamn loser of a dog running around with a tail between my legs. I'm pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Agate, I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt. But I think I need to say something in Mishka's place. Don't you dare make fun of my big brother. You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about him, even if it's yourself. I know I might not measure up to Mishka, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so, it makes me sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry despite not really understanding what you meant. And... Aw, man. Busting out the lectures, you sound exactly like her. You're sure acting grown-up, short stuff. Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad and really angry. Sad and angry. I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head. Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it. There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited vision of yourself. All you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither are anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find your answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long. This chapter is a roller coaster of emotions. So the market's already being prepared. That's wonderful. They certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday. Yes, Mayor Maybell's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Revenue as well. Everyone's doing their best, even through the fear. I've heard word from Gransil as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She has stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen. I can think of certain lords and ministers of Arabonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry, which is kind of what leads to the conflicts of the first half of the Cold Steel arc. Ironically, I could say the same thing, but for the Republic. Half of the time, our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done. Yay, politics! Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the playing against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the army can do. To the landing port. Yeah, no quest. That's a relief, actually. Gives me a chance to stock up on... Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. I got all of them with me. But Olivier's in the party. It's weird seeing 5 trail behind. See if I can get Olivia a better orbital handgun. Oh, look, a bracer. Hey, oh, Sting, it's been a while. Charizard! From the sound of it, you led the rescue efforts at the market the other day. Thanks. Sorry I wasn't there. No, it's really just part of the job. I'll take care of the small stuff. It's on to you to handle that dragon. So he's probably just up here getting either a new firearm or some ammunition. Kind of wish that Zen would be in the party just so I can give him that new gauntlet. But it is what it is. There's nothing else for me to do. Let's go report into the... Let's go report into the airport. Dock 1 to the right. Having me a Texas tea? Well, considering it's a peach tea, I guess it's Georgia. It's honey whiskey, lemonade, and iced tea. I'm using a Snapple peach tea, so I guess Georgia. Whatever. It's actually pretty good. Let's wait for the army. Because I've done all my prep. Those big reinforced army ones. One of the guard airships. They make up most of our military ships, so I'd imagine that's what we'll be on. Cool. Patrol craft, scout craft, attack craft. The principle, at least, as I understand it, is to ensure the squadrons are flexible by giving each one a specific equipment. We have airship squadrons in Calvard, but they're really nothing more than showboats. The Empire is a little different. We use airship squadrons, but the Empire's strength is always laid in its cavalry divisions. Our tanks in this age. That is the air cell. So we're riding on the aerosol. Julia didn't mention this when I spoke with her last night. Yo, Estelle. Hi, everybody. Long time no see. Ah, it's my favorite nicotine addict and blockhead. Is that? We seem to have a habit of meeting in the strangest damn places. Estelle, everyone. It's so good to see you again. What? Why are Niall and Dorothy on the aircell? Allow me to explain. Julia, you awful tease. Why didn't you tell me last night you'd be coming on the aircell? I get to have my fun with surprises sometimes, my princess. My apologies if I startled you. Oh, Julia. I take it that if you're using the aerosol, it's part of Grandmother's plan? Just so. So what's Her Majesty going to do with this? If marvelous cutting-edge aerosol gets involved, those living in fear of the dragon may have their concerns eased. Bit of propaganda, that makes sense. Queen Alicia comes to impress. The reporters are, I assume, along for the very same reason? Pretty much. The whole damn country's losing it over this dragon. Looks like they're hoping us humble reporters can produce a little something to calm the masses. Mr. Burns, remember. I know, I won't give away any state secrets. I am gonna be poking my head around some extent, though. I ain't writing straight propaganda here, but you are writing propaganda. As you wish. On time for once, I see. General Morgan. General, allow me to express our thanks for allowing us on board. Her Majesty's opinion helped. Let me be clear on this up front. There's no misunderstanding. You Brazers are nothing more than observers on this mission. You'll be allowed to... All you'll be allowed to do is watch as we execute. I'm fine with that. If the Army can settle things, I won't complain. I look forward to seeing what we can do, General. Very well. Your Highness, please, this way. We shall accompany you to the bridge. But we cannot allow the Princess to board as a mere passenger on her own airship. It would affect the crew's morale, Your Highness. Very well. Well, he's icy as always. I wish he'd just accept that us dumb civvy bracers are, you know, something approaching competent. He literally recognized your competence earlier. He just said you're better equipped for civilian matters. Because that's what you are. You are a civilian mercenary organization. Like, go your jets, girl. He does respect you. It's just, this does have to be on official status. He's a hardened military general. He's gonna be a hard ass. That's why I like General Morgan. Like, he's a hard ass, but you know, it makes sense for him to be a hard ass. The general is a hard-headed, old-school sort of man. I doubt he'll ever change his opinions quickly. Allow me to lead you aboard the ship. And with that, and on that note, allow me to finally welcome you properly as allies and friends of long standing. Welcome aboard the Aracel, flagship of the Royal Guard and Liberal. Damn, too late. They're gone. We should have headed out a bit earlier. Ah well, leave the dragon watching to the rest of the gang. Yeah, but aw, I wanted to ride the Aracel. Come on, short stout, there's no need. There's more to life than gawking at machines. There's so much to see! An engine room with 8 of the new model engines. A next generation bridge with the best information processing equipment. It'd be a dream! For the love of... Your eyes are split like candles. But still, Agate, what do we do now? Good question. First off, I'm gonna need a new greatsword, so... If I want to keep being the heavy blade, alright. Yeah, I guess you can't really repair a sword that gets broken that badly. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy a new one. Let's go order one at the weapons store in the southern block. Agate! Hey, Ted. Receptionist here, aren't you? Looks like you didn't make it in time. I can try to raise up the Aracel on the radio if you want. Nah, that's okay. You came out here to see it... So you came out here to see if I'd caught the flight. That too, but... We actually got a rush delivery on the flight last night with your name on it. I just found it. Delivery for me? A small package. Return address says Russell. From Grandpa? Well, they're gonna be busy. You know, this does look pretty impressive for... This game came out in 2006? Yeah, this is pretty impressive. Looks like mid to late GameCube era. This operation will be conducted primarily by the airship force. Our grand divisions will focus solely on keeping order in all regions during the operation. All regions, so what are we're going beyond bows for this. Possibly, not by our choice. Last night's event showed us that the Dragon's capacity for flight is significant. It is very possible that it will move to another region at some point. Good point. The plan will involve 12 airships in total, including the Aracel. Which is to say, it involves 2/5 of our entire fleet. The rest will be held in reserve. 2/5 of the entire fleet. That's enough power to give our friend quite the reception. They only have 30 airships? Huh. Well, they are a small nation. Julia. Whoa. This map, this is a map of the mission plan? Precisely. The aerosol is currently cruising in Bo's airspace. We shall be using the aerosol as a flagship and command vessel for this operation. The actual Dragon patrol shall be carried out by 8 patrol ships equipped with a wide area radar. The Dragon, so much as raises its head above a tree line, will be able to find it. Then, once the Dragon is found, the ships will give chase at high speed and use their rapid-fire artillery to check the Dragon and guide it over Lake Valeria. Over the lake. At that time, several patrol vessels armed with tranq rounds will be scrambled from the Leston fortress. Once the Dragon is pinned, they will intercept. They will fire every tranq round they have to sink the creature. That is the plan in full. Wow. What is most certainly a bit larger scale than most guild operations. If the tranquilizers don't work, I'm guessing you'll switch to live ammunition? Yes. In that case, we'll have to destroy the Dragon with the concentrated fire from all ships. Her Majesty has asked us to prioritize capture over destruction. We are ready for every contingency. Why would Queen Alicia want the Dragon alive? Dragons are creatures of myth, the oldest legends. She said she could not bear to have it slain. I can understand that, especially as the Dragon is under the Society's control. Good point. Wait, that's right. That Lawrence, or Leonhard, or whoever he is, he had a gospel. That would mean the orbital shutdown phenomenon. According to Professor Russell, the maximum range of its efficiency is roughly 5 ARG. All ships have orders to get no closer than 10. As long as we do that, the Dragon should not be a problem. That should work, hopefully. Most impressive, General. You do seem prepared for everything. We learned quite a bit from the 100 Days' War. And should this plan somehow fail entirely, we will be left wanting for options. Should that come to pass, we will be relying on you. It's nice of you to say, but why do I get the impression you think the plan is foolproof and invincible? Of course! This plan has a problem. It's that we have to wait for the Dragon to show its face. Well, that's the question. What do we do if the Dragon doesn't show up? Given how Ouroboros has behaved at this point, I find it unlikely they'll keep it hidden. They want to use that Dragon to do something. They probably will. Well then, Bracers, once we found the Dragon, we will announce it over the comm. Once then, please make yourselves at home. So I have the run of this place. So, Bracers are Plan C. Let's check the lower level. You're the Bracers I heard about. Yeah. That's just it's like a medical bay. Still, good to see you. What brings you here? I can say the same thing to you, Jin. Trying to catch a nap or something? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea, but no, I thought I'd get a little practice in. Cannot seem to stay calm sitting in a confined space like this ship. You're in the middle of one of your walks, I guess. Yeah, I can never manage to sit still myself. But practice? Isn't it a little cramped in here for practice? Practice isn't all about movement. There's plenty of space, even if you do it in a small space. Okay. I know I said that wrong. This is like some kind of storage room. Oh. That's interesting. Okay, I can't go back that way. Check this level. That's right. Yeah, this... just where their conference room was. Let's check here. There's Olivier. Oh, this is a rec room. Touring the ship? Pretty much, yeah. Wait, are you drinking before a mission? This is a drink of celebration, my sweet. I celebrate the imminent meeting of the genius bard and the legendary dragon. Putting aside the genius bard bit, a legendary dragon. Do they still tell stories about dragons in the Empire? Naturally. There are quite a number of legends, tall tales, and sightings, especially in the southern regions near Bose. In fact, I believe the Imperial Institute of Science was about to launch an investigation, but then the 100 Days War broke out. Sounds like you guys take legends kind of seriously. So even in the Empire, dragons are pretty much a mystery. You could say that, I suppose. But to the people of the Empire, this particular situation would have been a more straightforward solution. Straightforward, huh? Erebonia is far more pragmatic realm than Liberal. Yeah, it's getting kind of warm in here. I'm getting the AC back and running. If something like this were to happen in the Empire, His Majesty would order the destruction of that dragon immediately. The Empire believes in boldly standing against all who would oppose it. Even if the opposition is a dragon, it would be torn apart without mercy. Makes sense. It seems a little bloodthirsty. Securing national peace through force of arms is the Erebonian way. I confess, as a messenger of love and peace, I find it a bit sad. Huh, interesting. I can't go in there. Oh, cool, he salutes. Do it again, do it again. 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 Salute again. Thank you, that's cool. Hello, Bracer. Welcome aboard. Yeah. That was cool. Do it again. Shara, so this is where you are. Hi, Estelle. Taking a walk? Yeah. Enjoying the wind? Yes, the weather's lovely, so I'm taking it easy. Knowing when to take a breather is part of a job, too, you know? Short breaks like this are real good for keeping mind sharp. Now it's the perfect time. Still gotta find Chloe, who's probably off in here. Yep, there's... Okay, thanks for taking my picture. Yoo-hoo, Estelle! Hi, Dorothy. You seem to be doing okay. Is your camera still treating you good? You bet! This girl's so cute. She looks great from any angle. And by girl, you mean the Aracel. Oh, Dorothy, you're as sweet as ever. You too, Estelle. You're always so full of energy. I love her. I love her. Yeah, of course. I mean, well, I took the photo of Joshua, right? If that made you all sad, I have to be sad too. Oh, Dorothy, I'm sorry. No, it's okay. I'm a reporter. It's my job to try and cheer people up, sort of. If you're worried about anything else, talk with me anytime. I love her. Yo, Estelle. Killing time until the dragon shows up? More or less. How about you? Putting stuff together for your latest scoop? Not really. I'm waiting for the star of the show, same as you. Yeah. This one's going for a little while, so I need to go ahead and end this. Thanks for watching. Join me next time on The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Second chapter as I guess, fight a dragon. But until then, I'm going to be the TheDarkSeraph, signing off.